Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
This shit was all I knew, you and me only. I did it all for you, still you were lonely. We could've worked it out, but I guess things change. It's funny how someone else's success brings pain. When you're no longer involved, that person has it all, and you just stuck standing there. But I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. Say something.
For everyone that kept saying I'm lying about the coolant leaks, here is what is happening. Fuck me, man. What fuckery is this? Look at all of that. This time, we really pushed it. The Audi S3 has been fighting for its life. We drove it to Limpopo not once, but twice, with a coolant leak, and somehow it survived. But now, it's given up completely. This is the perks of buying a second-hand vehicle, a second-hand sports car that is. You're gonna have to encounter such issues. So I have a serious coolant leak. It smells, flip, it smells so bad. I'm gonna unfortunately have to wait for the car to cool down. I went drag racing last night, so that is probably the reason why it is like this. I have to wait for the car to cool down before I pour the actual coolant, because if the car doesn't cool down and I open the cap, it's gonna create air bubbles in the cooling system. So I have to wait for the coolant, for the car to cool down before I actually pour the G12 coolant. That's how I always travel with G12 coolant. My charge pipes are super hot. I see some wet fluids in there. We managed to remove the intake, and just to see where the problem is coming from. Check this out. So what I am seeing is all of these splashes under the intake. Is a lot of coolant there. So it's coming definitely from the top to the bottom. Oh, Lord have mercy. I really hope it's not a burst pipe. I hope it's not a burst pipe. Still waiting for the car to cool down properly. When I switch on the engine, this is what it tells me. I'm gonna pour coolant in the car again, and we're gonna see where it is dripping from. But today, even my emergency stash isn't enough. The S3 has officially had enough of my nonsense. Now we wait for either a miracle or a tow truck. Okay, no signs on the dash. No signs. Let's start the car. Let's hope. Let's pray and hope everything is fine. Gonna idle it. So how we bleed the system is we idle it, we switch it on, and you just let it idle. Don't close the cap. Let it idle for about 5 to 10 minutes and let all the bubbles go out. That's one way of bleeding the system. Okay, let's hope for the best. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. See the bubbles I was talking about? It was gonna start bubbling. It's gonna start bubbling, so all those bubbles must leave. It is going down as well. All of those bubbles, there must be no signs of bubbles whatsoever. However, I don't like the sound of that. I might have messed up the engine. There's a strong ticking sound. It never used to sound like this. I don't like the sound of that. Oh no, here is the problem. Here's the problems. Literally a flippin' small hole. That's where all my coolant has been going. That is literally all where my coolant has been going. I was wondering. Well, we found it and it's bad. It looks like a burst pipe. And at this point, the S3 isn't leaking. It's bleeding out. Okay, so I'm walking to the garage now. You guys can see it's literally hazarding literally there at the back. So I'm gonna Uber some coolant from my place and get it here. So just maybe 2 bottles of coolant and maybe a liter of distilled water should do the trick. However, we haven't solved the leaking problem. Desperate times call for, well, desperate fixes. Right now, the only thing standing between me and a tow truck is a quick trip to the garage. This is gonna do the trick, but however, I can't mix this because the engine is still too hot. Cold water with hot water. Never do that to the engine. I'm gonna head into Spar and buy some duct tape. I'm gonna buy some duct tape. Very.
Subscribe! Like! Love! Baba for you!
Lovely. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. Okay, we found the duct tape. 46 Rand. So more coolant is on the way. I've requested coolant from my place. So it's currently 15 minutes away to get the other coolant. It's pretty dark outside. We've been standing here for literally over 2 hours now. Right. Moja. That's one bottle. That's another bottle. Thank you for the man. But plan B has arrived. Fresh coolant straight from home. At this point, I should probably keep a whole case of 24 coolant in my boot. The real question is, will the duct tape and coolant hold? Or are we calling a tow truck? So we're gonna drive back home and hopefully it does not overheat the engine. I bled the system. Let's hope for the best, guys. Let's hope. And we literally about, say, 10 kilometers from home. At this point, I really think it's time to call it. The DIY fix is shorter than my December salary. The damage is too much. We're not gonna make it home. I literally poured coolant in and all of it, half of that coolant bottle literally went down. I've called the tow truck and it's on the way. Literally. I poured it and then it literally just kept leaking. So here is the truck. Let's just close this now. And just like that, the S3 is officially on life support. After all the coolant, all the duct tape, all the hope, we still ended up here. So let's just see if we can fix it within a day. Let's go, let's get some rest. Let's go, guys. New day, same problems. The S3 is finally back, but after last night's disaster, the big question is, how bad is the damage? The car in literally about a week. This is all the coolant that has been leaking. You can literally see it's coolant mixed with a bit of water. So it's a new day and now we are at BBT Automotive. This is not how I plan to start the 10K subscribers road trip. Let's find out if we can fix this Audi in time to make it for the trip. I'm just praying we can and I hope the guys will help me. Let's find out what's wrong with the car. Hi my brother, how are you?
I'm good, man.
I'm good, man. What's your name?
I'm Mike.
Mike.
So at the moment we're just taking the under tray off so we can spot where the leak is. If we can't see it visually, we're gonna do a coolant pressure test. The coolant, the important part is it keeps everything cool. If it doesn't stay cool, it overheats and melts things.
Now it's in the hands of the experts. The auto technician is going through everything, trying to figure out how deep this mess goes. At this point, I just need one sentence. It's a small fix, but knowing my luck, hey, let's see. So we've disconnected the battery and now the tracker is calling. That is me trying to do DIY because it was leaking so bad there, and then that didn't help. How good was my DIY?
That works for now. So I got the pipe out. You can see how it just tore as I just slid it off. Just over time, rubber tends to swell with the coolant.
Oh.
So Now I'm just checking because you mentioned there was an oil leak, so I just want to check for that oil leak as well. And then one time I can give you a price for the parts to repair that oil leak as well as for that pipe. So if you're happy with it, we can go for it.
Sweet.
So it's a mix of the water and the oil.
So I definitely have an oil leak.
Yeah, but it's not a bad leak. It's mainly the silicone over time can start to break down, and then it starts to essentially sweat.
Okay.
And then the sweat builds up into like a drip.
Got you.
So
While the S3 was getting much needed surgery, it decided to bless me with a quick short lift in something proper. A BMW M3 V8. This is some serious power you have here. Yo. Yeah. You know when you're always in the passenger, it's always the scariest. But you as a driver, you know you have full control. Go!
High RPMs, low RPMs.
Low RPMs, eh?
Come on.
V8 is V8, papa. Yeah, but the suspension seems solid. It feels solid. I can literally feel it like just sliding a bit, bro.
It's not slide so far, bro.
So guys, that was the M3 V8. Let's go back into BBT Auto to the S3. Let's go.
we pre-pressurize the system just to confirm that there's no leaks or anything. It's essentially just a hand pump, so I'm pressing air into the system to a certain pressure that the cooling system runs at, and then we'll just leave it for 5 minutes or so just to check, make sure that it doesn't drop dramatically, and just do a visual inspection that there's no water leaks. Replace the pipe with a freer flowing pipe because the original one had a restrictor in it.
Okay.
The coolant should flow much easier, get any air bubbles out much easier.
I swear, if this car leaks again, I'm literally gonna cry on camera for you guys. I'm gonna cry on camera. The 10,000 subscribers trip is still on. We are heading to Mpumalanga with the S3 and we're gonna push it even more. What services does BBT Auto offer?
Whatever services your pocket can finance, we do it, man. No, but like for your normal brakes, servicing, control arms, suspension stuff, clutches, gearboxes, turbos, and then your bit of your fun stuff like your performance upgrades,
Yeah.
your turbo upgrades, engine builds.
What is it about tuning? Is tuning good for the car or is it bad for the car? Honest review.
Because remember, when the car comes from factory, right, it's detuned for efficiency, CO2s, and what
Emission laws
and all of that. And obviously, you can't sell a stupid fast vehicle to a certain crowd. They end up doing dumb shit, right? So with tuning the vehicle, you make it run a bit leaner, a bit better. The fuel consumption comes down, but also that depends on your foot, right? And I mean, but also it comes back to a stock car can break. Your car is stock and it broke.
Yeah,
It's not
literally.
even modified.
Literally.
Right? So when you modify it, it doesn't mean it's going to make it stronger in the sense of a maintenance, because you're probably going to drive it harder, which means you're going to use more brakes, more tires, and whatnot. But it makes it more of a better experience. The car becomes more alive. It's something different. The driver experience is better. That's what tuning does. You know?
And so, guess what? The guys from BBT Auto have surprised me with an intake. They want to sponsor this car with an intake, guys. They've surprised me with an intake. and let's hear how it sounds. So we're gonna be moving to Mpumalanga with style and sound and more power and airflow to the car. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. This is the first upgrade on the S3, guys. I wasn't planning it, but we're here now and we might as well. This is the guys, this is my friends from BBT Auto in Randburg, guys. Trust me, you will not regret it. Probably one of the best in Randburg. But the guys from BBT didn't just stop there. They decided to bless me with a proper upgrade, a performance intake. This thing actually makes a difference. Better airflow, sharper throttle response, and a little bit extra power to wake up the S3. Thank you so much, Mike. You've been such a great help, bro.
How's that, Maji?
Yeah.
You are now breathing.
I'm breathing now,
Like
bro.
you need some Allergex, man. It's easily do one from, bro.
This video is really close to my heart. Watching the S3 go through all of this, breaking down, getting fixed, and coming back even stronger, just makes me appreciate the car even more. A big shout out to the guys from BBT for not just fixing the problem, but upgrading the experience. And now the real test begins. Next stop, Mpumalanga, 10K subscriber celebration road trip. Let's see if the S3 is really ready for this. If this doesn't make you subscribe, I don't know what will. I'll see you on the next one, guys.
I am the topic of conversation. It's a celebration. Let's toast to the fact that I moved out my mama basement to a condo downtown. Cause it's all about location.